After a layoff, why does it feel like every option comes with a catch? Because right now, the job market is tighter. AI is reshaping roles faster than many people expected. And severance packages, when they exist at all, often don't stretch as far as they used to. So, this isn't a moment of unlimited choices. It's a moment of careful trade offs. In the last episode, we talked about not rushing decisions under pressure. Today is different. Today is about how to evaluate your options realistically, given the world as it actually is now. Let's go back to the couple I mentioned earlier. The layoff had already happened. The shock had passed. Now they weren't reacting. They were evaluating. And what they realized quickly was this. This wasn't about finding the best option. It was about choosing the option they were least likely to regret. Instead of asking, what should we do? We slowed the conversation and asked better questions. The first question, if you go back to work, how stable is that role in a world where AI and consolidation are reshaping teams? Not hypothetically, structurally. When this will likely exist in the same form 3 to 5 years from now. Because returning to something familiar can sometimes mean stepping back into the same risk. Question number 2. Next, we looked at effort. How much energy does each path require? Physically, emotionally, and mentally. Relative to the income or stability it provides. Some options demand reskilling, long hiring cycles, and constant uncertainty. Others provide moderate income with far less disruption. At this stage of life, choosing sustainability over status is not failure, is wisdom. Then we ask question number 3, how long will it take to know whether this choice is actually working? Some decisions lock you in quickly. Early retirement, large withdrawals, long commitments. Others allow room to reassess. Part-time work, consulting, bridge income. In uncertain environments, flexibility matters more than certainty. Fourth question, and finally, we looked at the question most people avoid. If this path doesn't go as planned, what does it do to the assets you've spent decades building? Taxes, healthcare cost, sequence risk, longevity. This isn't about maximizing income. It's about protecting resilience. Once they evaluated each option through those lenses, the pressure changed. Not because the decision was easy, but because it was clearer. They weren't choosing between good and bad. They were choosing between trade-offs with their eyes open. This isn't about finding the perfect answer. It's about avoiding the decisions that quietly weakens your future. Especially in a world where work is changing, roles are less predictable, and timing matters more than ever. The next challenge isn't choosing the right option, It's knowing when waiting starts to cost your flexibility. If you've built meaningful savings and now feel stuck between imperfect options, a conversation can help you see which decisions preserve flexibility and which ones quietly reduce it. If that's where you are, I'm here to help. And remember to be financially prepared for today and the uncertainties of tomorrow.